Hatshepsut was the fifth pharaoh of the 18th dynasty of Egypt. She was the second historically confirmed female pharaoh after Soberneferu. Her rule was relatively peaceful, and she was able to launch a building program that would see the construction of a great temple at Deir el-Bahari at Luxor. After acting as regent for her young nephew Thutmose III, Hatshepsut assumed the title of king, and exercised the full powers of the throne. Despite the apparent success of her reign, her monuments were damaged after her death by her co-ruler Thutmose III. Hatshepsut was the daughter of Pharaoh Thutmose I, and his wife Ahmose. Thutmose I was a warrior king, who launched successful campaigns, and expanding the territory under Egyptian rule. When she became co-ruler of Egypt, she claimed to be of divine birth, the result of a union between her mother and the god Amun. After the death of her father, the Egyptian throne passed to his half-brother and husband, Thutmose II. The couple had a daughter named Neferu, who assumed the royal duties. With the death of her husband, the throne fell to his stepson Thutmose III. He was a child, and unable to rule Egypt, leaving Hatshepsut to serve as regent. She acted as a regent for 3 years, and became a pharaoh in her own right. Hatshepsut took on a full throne, and statues were created depicting her as a male king. Hatshepsut re-established the trade networks that had been disrupted during the Hyksos, thereby building the wealth of 18th dynasty. The most impressive architectural achievement of Hatshepsut's builders is the Temple of Deir el-Bahari, the most of sacred places. Hatshepsut sent raiding expeditions to Byblos and the Sinai Peninsula. She also led military campaigns against Nubia and Canaan. She was one of the most prolific builders in ancient Egypt, commissioning hundreds of construction projects throughout both Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt. Many of these building projects were temples to build her religious base and legitimacy beyond her position as wife of god Amun. Following the tradition of most pharaohs, Hatshepsut had monuments constructed at the Temple of Karnak. Hatshepsut built a mortuary temple at Deir el-Bahari. It was designed and implemented by Senenmut on the Nile River. The voyage to Punt was a key foreign relations during her reign. Punt is believed to lie in northeastern Africa, somewhere in the area of Eritrea. Thutmose III, who was co-ruler with Hatshepsut, succeeded the female pharaoh after her death. Although she was given a burial in the Valley of the Kings, her memory was not honored. Soon after her death, Hatshepsut's monuments were attacked, her status dragged down and smashed, and her image and titles were defaced. Hatshepsut was succeeded by Thutmose III, who went on to become one of the greatest pharaoh of ancient Egypt.